Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I've got something explosive from Capitol Hill that you need to hear about. Senator Josh Hawley just went head-to-head with the Biden administration's Department of Agriculture, calling them out for shutting down hundreds of thousands of acres of U.S. critical mineral mining. And let me tell you, what he revealed about China's dominance in the mineral market should have every American concerned.
Ms. Hall-Rivera, let me ask you about the Forest Service role in a different regard when it comes to mining approvals for essential critical minerals. Would you agree with me that critical minerals are vital to our energy security?
Yes, I would agree with that, Senator.
The International Energy Agency estimated earlier this year that lithium demand is expected to grow by 400% by 2040. Cobalt and nickel between 200 and 250% by 2040. Copper demand supposed to go up more than double by 2040. Now, here's the thing that worries me. One nation in the world is currently refining 68% of the world's nickel. Would you care to take a guess who that might be?
Think about that. The very minerals we need for energy, defense, and technology are controlled by...
I would presume China.
It is China. One nation is refining 40% of the world's copper. Want to guess who that is?
I would presume the same.
It's China. One nation has 59% of the lithium and 73% of the cobalt. Want to guess?
I'm going to say China.
It's China. You've got it. It is China. So given that, would you agree with me that it's important that we do everything we can to develop our domestic critical mineral mining here in this country?
Yes, I would agree with that, Senator.
Great. Okay.
Beijing. And yet, instead of boosting domestic mining, our own government is making it harder. That's the part that really set him off. Hawley grilled the witness on a decision earlier this year when the Biden administration withdrew 225,000 acres of mining land in Minnesota.
This is the largest reserve of cobalt and nickel in the United States, perhaps I'm told maybe even in the world, and yet your administration shut it down. Your agency recommended that it be shut down, depriving us of these minerals, making us dependent on other nations that mine them in a completely unsafe and unsustainable way, and also making us more dependent on these foreign nations. Why?
Well, Senator, I do want to say I'm not an expert on that process. That's not a part of the Forest Service that I oversee. I know we have a lot of values to balance there, especially with the Boundary Waters Wilderness area, but I'm sure that we could get back to you with more details on the specifics of that decision.
Would you? That would be helpful, if you would. I would really appreciate it. 'Cause
Hawley's words hit hard. We shouldn't be making China richer and America poorer. And honestly, I couldn't agree more. Why are we cutting off our own supply while China mines without any regard for safety or the environment?
And I've heard from people all over the country, but particularly people in this part of the country who have said that this decision is devastating to their region economically, but I just submit it's devastating to our energy security and our national security. And at a time when I hear from this administration, climate change, climate change, climate change, we need to have reliable, sustainable sources of energy, why would we want to tie our own hands and make us and the world more dependent on China, who've got to be the worst environmental record of any nation in the world? If they're not the worst, they got to be close. So I just don't get it, and I'd appreciate you getting back to me on that.
Now, before I get to the last part of this hearing, I've got to say this. If you believe America should be energy independent and not bow to China's grip on critical resources, hit that subscribe button right now. We cover these stories every day, and your support makes sure the truth gets out. With just a few seconds left, Hawley circled back to something close to home, our firefighters. He pushed for a bipartisan bill he co-authored, the Fire Station Improvement Act. It's aimed at cutting red tape, expanding grants, and improving facilities to keep our firefighters safe.
Do you think an effort like that is necessary, needed, number one, and number two, what else do we need to do?
Yes, thank you, Senator. All efforts to help build capacity to address the wildfires would be very helpful. And also, as we've heard today, any efforts that because a lot of these barriers are interrelated, so dealing with some of the poor work-life balance, some of the mental health challenges, all of these will go a very long way to addressing the barriers.
The witness agreed. Better support for firefighters means better protection for communities. It was a strong close to a fiery exchange. So here's the takeaway. Senator Hawley just exposed how U.S. policy is tying our own hands on critical minerals. while China tightens its grip on the world's supply. At the same time, he's fighting to make sure our frontline heroes, firefighters, get the resources they need. Two very different issues, but both come down to one thing: America's strength and security. If you think it's time to put America first in mining, energy, and firefighting, drop a comment below. And don't forget to like this video, share it with others who need to hear it, and of course subscribe for more hard-hitting updates.